In this video, we are talking about why nice guys attract the wrong women. Let me ask you something. Have you ever met someone and thought, okay, this one feels different? She's got this energy about her. She's exciting, maybe a little hard to read, and you just felt that pull. But a few months in, you're back in the same place, walking on eggshells, giving more than you're getting, wondering what you did wrong. And if you're honest, this isn't the first time. So the question is, why does this keep happening? Is it bad luck? Is it the women that you're meeting? Or is it something else entirely? Here's what I want to tell you, it's not bad luck. There is a specific psychological reason this pattern keeps showing up. And once you understand it, it changes everything. I've been running Integrated Men for several years now. In that time, I've spoken with over 1,000 men about their relationships and the patterns they can't seem to shake. What I can tell you is this: the pattern you're experiencing is one of the most consistent things I've seen. It's not random, it's completely predictable once you understand the psychology behind it. So let's get into it. Here's something most people don't realize about attraction: what feels like chemistry is often just familiarity. Think about how you grew up. For a lot of men, and to be honest, this was true for me too, love wasn't just given freely, it had to be earned. Maybe there was a conflict that got swept under the rug. Or perhaps you had a parent who was emotionally unavailable. This was a time and place where you learned to manage other people's feelings before your own. The brain encodes those early experiences as a template, a blueprint for what love is supposed to feel like. So when you meet a woman who's emotionally unavailable or unpredictable, or who runs a little hot and cold, your nervous system doesn't say danger. It says, I know this feeling. This feels like home. And that gets misread as attraction. It feels like a spark, as you wonder, there's something about her. If your early environment involved earning love, then a woman who makes you work for it, who keeps you a little off balance, is going to feel magnetic in a way that a secure, available woman might not. At least not at first. What you call chemistry is often just familiarity in disguise. If a relationship feels intensely magnetic from the start, ask yourself, am I attracted to her or to the feeling of having to earn someone's love and affection? The second thing driving this pattern, and this one is harder to hear, is that a lot of nice guys are looking for relationships to complete them. Not consciously. Nobody thinks to themselves, I need a woman to fix what's broken in me. But underneath, that's often what's happening. When you don't have a grounded sense of self worth, when that foundation feels shaky, you naturally look for something external to fill that gap. And relationships feel like the answer. So you get drawn to women who create a feeling, women who are exciting, or a little out of reach, or who trigger something that feels like aliveness. And in the beginning, that works. You feel good about yourself when she's interested in you. But no other person can fill an internal void. It doesn't matter how great she is. The dynamic always collapses. Either you double down on people pleasing to keep her interested, or she starts to feel the weight of your neediness and pulls back. And then you're chasing again. You will keep attracting the wrong women until you realize that your self worth comes from within. A relationship can add to a full life, it cannot create one. The third thing, and this is the one that often hits closest to home, is that most nice guys don't actually choose their partners. They settle for whoever is willing to give them crumbs of affection. Think about your past relationships. Did you choose her, or did you end up with her because she was interested, she was available, and saying yes was easier than saying no? Because nice guys are so focused on whether she likes them that they never stop to seriously ask, do I actually like her? Does she treat me well? Are her values aligned with mine? Is this someone I want to build a future with? Instead, the thinking goes, she's interested in me, so this must mean something. And from that point on, the whole relationship is about not losing her. You rationalize the red flags. You ignore the gut feeling that says, and then walk away. And then months down the line, and it all falls apart, and you're left picking up the pieces. You're sitting there thinking, how did I get here again? The answer is that you didn't choose. You just didn't say no when deep down your gut was telling you this is not the right person for you. Instead, you just didn't want to be alone. The reality is that choosing a partner is an active process. It requires real standards, genuine self awareness, and the willingness to walk away from someone who isn't right for you. So, if you've always ended up with whoever was interested in you, then you have to have a real hard look at your standards. Or if you even have standards. You know what I hear a lot when guys first come to our community? They're convinced the problem is the women they've been dating. Wrong city, wrong apps, bad luck with timing. And I get it, because from the outside, that's what it looks like. But pretty quickly, usually within the first few weeks of doing this work, there's this shift, and they realize I was never really choosing. I was just showing up and hoping things would go differently. One of our members said something to me that I've never forgotten. He said, I thought I had a type. What I actually had was a wound. That's it. That's exactly it. Your type isn't a preference. For a lot of men, it's a trauma response. And the good news is, trauma responses can be understood, they can be worked through, and they can absolutely be changed. So here's what we covered today. Nice guys don't attract the wrong women by accident. It happens because unresolved wounds make certain dynamics feel familiar. It happens because you're looking for a relationship to fill something that can only be filled from within. And it happens because you've been accepting partners instead of choosing them. That's the pattern. And knowing the pattern is where change starts. So if this resonated with you, if you've recognized yourself somewhere in what I described, I want you to take a short 3-minute quiz I put together. It gives you a personalized report based on exactly where you are right now. It's free, it takes 3 minutes, and it tells you exactly what to focus on next. Link is in the description. Take the quiz, and I'll see you in the next video.